So let's get started by finding a suitable place to practice. Just coming into a posture that feels called for. Just choosing to sit or lie down. Just making a deliberate choice to check in with the body and see what feels called for. And as the body settles into the posture, just either choosing to close the eyes or pick a spot to allow the gaze to fall on, just drawing the attention more inward. So again, just either closing the eyes or picking a spot for the gaze. Just feeling into the body. Just feel into the touch points of where the body meets the ground, the chair, just the contact points of where the body is sitting or lying. Noticing if the body can come into some stillness. And before that stillness, if there's some movement or stretching or repositioning that might be needed, just allowing that to happen, to have some ease, or at least the invitation for ease to come into the body. And as the body settles, just making note of what sensations are noticed within the body. There might be a strong notice of the breath, mainly because as the body settles, the breath is still moving, still flowing in and out of the body. So just noticing that. No need to make the breath do something or conform to any expectation, just bringing a gentle attention to the breath. Noticing how it feels when the breath enters the body, maybe filling certain areas, expanding. And noticing the reverse of that. How does the body let go of air? Is there a noticeable sensation, maybe in the chest or the belly? Maybe it's just the entire body, just feeling into that process of breathing. This breath is a gateway or a doorway into this moment. It's happening right now. So it's always a place to come back to if the mind drifts or the ability to be awake to this moment feels dull or distracted. The breath can be a place to come back to reorient, to just allow the attention to fall back in alignment with what's here right now. So throughout this practice, always knowing the breath is a place to come back to, a landing place, a reset button for the attention. So just knowing that invitation is always there. And with that, just noticing if it's possible to shift the attention down to the feet, just checking in. Another place for the attention to fall. Maybe feeling the feet from the inside, noticing any sensations, any tingling or movement, maybe numbness, or maybe a very dull neutrality, not a lot of sensations. This ability to draw the attention to certain areas is a way to practice, a way to give a landing spot. So, continuing with that, just allow the attention to draw up through the lower legs, just noticing from the ankles to the knees, just almost flashing a light of attention on this area, taking in the insides of the legs, feeling into the muscles, the bones, the tiny little spaces, noticing if the legs are relaxed on the ground or the floor, if they're holding some structure or tension. Taking in now the knees, just noticing what's here. Maybe noticing the positioning of the knees, the space under the kneecap, the back of the knees, sides, top, almost as if this is the first time paying attention to the knees, just beginning again and again to notice what's here. Continuing up now to check in with the upper part of the legs from the knees to the hips. Just feeling into the muscles, these strong, supportive muscles that do so much, but right now, are they just here? Is there tightness, sense of relaxation and openness, heat or coolness, numbness, warmth, just noticing. As we continue to check in with this body that is sometimes in motion and movement, even when sitting still. Just allowing the attention to fall now in the area of the hips, the groin, the buttocks, noticing the touch points, the flow of energy or air through this area, any holding or tightness, expectations, any stories that may be showing up about any area of the body that should be a certain way or used to be. Just allowing whatever's here to show up in that spotlight of attention. Just as the air is flowing in and out, just drawing the attention now up into the abdomen, checking in with this area that holds so much physically, emotionally. Just noticing what's here. Is there holding happening that may not be necessary? Maybe unresolved digestion or effort that's here right now. Can this respiration, this breathing in and out happen even with all that here as well? Allowing the attention to draw up the spine, just taking in the whole back of the body. Another area that can tend to hold over effort or just create a lot of places for tension to rest. Just breathing into those spaces, maybe even just noticing, bringing attention to it allows a sense of opening or ease or just awareness. Continuing to come up all the way through the shoulders, the back shoulder blades, the interior rounding and structural components of the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, the whole front of the body, the chest. Noticing the quality of the effort or just the how the body is being held in this area. On the next breath, just allowing the attention to scan and flow down the arms from those shoulder points to the elbows, to the wrists, to these hands that have been here the whole time. But now with them being in the spotlight, what's here, what's noticeable. Just another landing spot for the attention. Could be tingling, coolness, warmth. The palms could be dry or clammy even. Just scanning in between the fingers. Maybe even noticing a pulse that's flowing through these hands. And an invitation on the next breath to just, again, allow the attention to flow up the arms, through the wrists, elbows, shoulders, all the way into the neck. Just landing here, feeling into this tender area. This somewhat small but yet very strong area of holding, supporting. Just noticing all the intricate little muscles and bones, the flow of air through this space of the body. this area that even is allowing the voice to make noise, but right now just is resting. Just noticing the quality of the moment to moment experience within this area of the body. Just following the breath now and all the way up through the back of the throat, noticing how it may be filling the nose or the mouth, checking in with the jaw, the positioning of the jaw. Is it relaxed and open or holding? Noticing the inside of the mouth, the teeth, the tongue, all these little spaces that can become so interesting when the attention is invited to just notice what's here. Scanning the entire face, just feeling into the little muscles, the expressive muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, the forehead, even noticing the ears, the back of the ears, maybe noticing the temperature, even noticing the sounds. Coming in all the way to the back of the head, just taking in the entire head, the sensations, the movement of air through the little cavities, the sinuses. And just as we began with the invitation of the breath being a landing spot for the attention, just returning back to this breathing body, just opening that lens of attention to take in this entire body, noticing again the posture, the ebb and flow of air through this instrument, this feeling, sensing, physically capable, sensitive instrument that takes us through our day, through each moment. This instrument that gets overwhelmed and underwhelmed, that's challenged and rested. Just taking it all in through this breath in this body. Just using that sound as another invitation. That word sounds so inviting and yet can also be disruptive, just indicating another transition. So just meeting that transition in a way that feels needed, either with some infused energy or some gentleness, just bringing some movement back into the body. Maybe moving the toes and the hands, stretching, taking a deeper breath in and a slow exhale out if that feels called for. And if the eyes were closed or the gaze was deliberately lowered, just opening the lens back up into the room. And taking this practice into your day. Thank you for joining this practice. For more practices, please subscribe to this page. Thank you.